Welcome to Stephen Johnson's stocks. I am up about 600 bucks on yesterday, about 1,300 bucks on the week plus, best week I've ever had, and about 2 grand on the month. And I'm green 6 out of 8 months. I'm overall profitable in my history. And to mark this special occasion, what I actually want to do is give back. So I've created this insane 1 hour guide. So basically, I have made about 13,000 short selling. I've lost like 11,000 long when I was learning, which basically means I'm up about 500 in my career. I lost like 6 grand long and I made it all back short. And I'm a good short seller, and 80% of the $11,000–12,000 profits come from one specific pattern. And I went through this crazy process. It's like, I need to teach this pattern. So basically what I'm doing is I'm giving you the Excel for free. Well, it's not for free. Say it's 100 bucks. I'm going to charge you 100 bucks, and the 100 bucks is not for long. But let's go through it. So it's 100 bucks. I'll give you the Excel, and then I've got a 60-minute, 1 hour plus like kind of guide DVD, which shows you first of all how do you track stocks, how do you track data, how do you cast a wide net to analyze data in the market, and how do you what Excel formulas do you create. That's the first phase. Then the next phase of the DVD is how do you analyze the Excel data to find an edge? Because a lot of people are saying, I'm looking at random shit, but none of it's making sense. And I understand your frustration. So I've shown you, 1, how to track data, then 2, how to look at the data to find an edge through this crazy PowerPoint presentation, which is like 30 slides. And then we're going to go like 30, 40, 50 minutes through charts. And all of these charts focus on a single short strategy that I've made about $11,000–12,000 on. I wanted to call it a video saying like how I made $10,000+ in the stock market, but then I thought it was clickbait. So be clear, you will get the Excel, you will get how to analyze data, you will get how to document data, and it's all related to a specific pattern, and you will get like 80–90 examples of this specific pattern that I nailed day in, day out, 80–90% win rate, and banked like 11 grand on it. And if I hadn't gone long, I'd be up like 12 grand. If I hadn't took a random loss one time when I swung short of hold, I would be up about 15–16 grand. So I'm really excited to show you guys that. I'll just be totally transparent. I've spoke to Tim Sykes saying, Tim, thank you so much for teaching me. Thank you so much for the challenge. Thank you so much for Stocks to Trade Pro. You guys have really helped me become profitable, and now I want to give it back, but I want to do it cheap. I want to like give back to other people, but I don't want to make too much money of it. I just want to make enough money that like not everyone gets the strategy, because I'm scared like I've worked 2 years for a strategy and then everyone steals it and it doesn't work anymore. This is me fear. So Tim Sykes has said, yeah, Stocks to Trade Pro, Stocks to Trade in general is interested to take this. I'm already on the Stocks to Trade podcast. So I think we'll have some sort of agreement where I might work with them and probably market it through them. And I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, I'm really not sure. But I want to help you guys, and I'm just like, fuck everything. Making money, I don't need to have a boss. And it's dead arrogant. But and I'm probably overstepping the mark, and I might piss people off. But my main goal, I think if it's for a good moral reason, I'm going to give it you guys like 100 bucks. Send me $100 in the description of this YouTube video. There's a paypal.me link, junk1987 or junk87. Just click the paypal.me link, send me it. I'll get your email address. I'll send you a 1 hour guide, and I'll send you the Excel for 100 bucks. Once more than 10–15 people do it, I'm going to sell it for like 200–300. God, I don't know what Stocks to Trade are going to do, but I'll make sure I broker a deal that's fair for everyone. And these guys are cool guys anyway. So it's all good. Thank you so much for your help. Marketing chisel is over. Let's get into the trades. Okay, so let's kind of get into the recording. I'm in a kind of a tall building, so a little bit echoey, but a lot of my profits have come from sticking to 2–3 patterns, the gap and crop, the gap and hold, the overextensions. And after taking this $1,300 loss, I really wanted to kind of work hard to ensure I didn't have any big red days. And I really did well. I had 1 red day, which is acceptable. Like generally I will have like 1, 2, 3. I'll have a red day every week. Some weeks if it's a bad week, I'll have 2 red days. But I really wanted to work to minimize the red days and make them as small as possible. So minus 14 bucks is really good. And then you can see that, like, had I not had the big red day, and this was just random gambling, I would have made 1,700 on this week, had I not had the stupid red day. And then this week I was like, no matter what, I'm not having the stupid red day. I'm not fucking up. I'm only trading patterns, and I made 1,300. So this was not trading patterns. That's just gambling, and it's sad. I'm very undisciplined, and it's affecting me trading. Otherwise, I would have been up about 3,500 in 2 weeks, and then going for a $7,000 a month. But this is all good. It's been a very good week. I've been trading very well. I just want to quickly kind of I've got this DVD that I've shown you guys. So yeah, I'm up like $2 grand in the month. And this is what you'll get if you buy the DVD. I just want to show you guys. And this is the intro. Yeah, it goes on.
Perhaps I'll walk you through.
This is the basic introduction of like the Excel and the criteria and how I use it. And then this is a disclaimer saying I'm not liable if I'm wrong. And then this is some like crazy kind of PowerPoint where I go through like loads of stats and data and how you find an edge in the market. And then this is basically total pure chart analysis. And you'll see I go like really kind of detailed where I'm analyzing like every kind of move from the stock market. Now let's get into the trades. If you want to buy it, I am marketing this $100 for a very small short time only. And it's going to be like $100, and the PayPal link is in the description. Okay, so let's get into DCIX, and it's kind of funny because you're like, why are you saying that you've sold a gate for like $12,000 and then you're showing a long profit for like $30? And the reason why I'm doing this is because every time I learn something new, I want to share it with you. And as I start to learn something new, I will share it with you. And then if it fails, then I'll share that it failed. But with DCIX, it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful long, and I'm really kind of understanding longs better. And it's this kind of stack catalyst pattern. Got to shout out Peter Roscoe. Peter Roscoe is an insanely good long buyer. And he somehow started trading, and I was like, dude, you're just lucky you're going to lose all your money. And then he kept on doubling his account and doubling his account. And somehow he learned to trade naturally, instinctively. And I don't know how he done it. Like, I had to lose for a year and a half before I got successful. He got successful straight away. God knows how. And he did it long. It's insane. But this is one of the long patterns I kind of learned from him. And I really just want to share it with everyone else. And I want to share why it's a good long and it's a good short. So DCIX, it's in the shipping sector. We can see the kind of the 3-year stock. It's ripped 25 to 30, and then it's down, 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 down. We know that the shipping sector is notorious for diluting the float, selling into bag holders, and basically, I think the company that do it is Cantor Fitzgerald. They're an absolute nightmare criminal company for literally raping shareholders who buy. So it's a very dodgy, iffy. Any shipping stock is an iffy buy, except when it kind of fits a specific pattern, like the stack catalyst pattern. So DCIX was up on earnings. It remains as if yeah was just a mental run of the last few days, but that's the thing for another day. So DCIX in general it's a great long, it's a great short, sorry. But when we see it pop up, and I think it popped up on earnings, what I really like about DCIX is it popped up pre-market, and we had this stack catalyst. And what a stack catalyst pattern is, if you're going long, you basically need a number of triggers to trigger. And if these triggers trigger, if there's enough kind of indicators in your favor for long, then you take it. And that's exactly what this kind of pattern was. So, and like Peter Roscoe knows this better than I do, but Peter Roscoe, he kind of taught me this. But basically, it's up on earnings, which is a catalyst, I believe. I believe it's up on earnings. It's up on earnings. It's a high volume. It's low float. It's 7 million float. Its volume is probably like 3, 4, 5, 10 million. I can't remember. But it's low volume, high float. It's holding its highs. It's got this ascending triangle, and it's like a 250 break. So the stack catalyst is basically when you've got a number of catalysts in your favor, and they're all about to trigger at the same time, then that is a trade that you should take because it's overwhelmingly in your favor that you're going to bank on it. So you've got a $0.5 break at 250, you've got a low float, you've got high volume, you've got the fact that it's got a news catalyst, and all of these triggers indicate that everyone should buy. So as soon as it breaks kind of 250, you're away. So I was in this, and I bought at 251. Don't trade it until the trigger actually hits. As in 251, I was selling like 260, and then it ripped all the 270s. I was too scared because I'm a terrible long buyer. And it got to the 280s, 90s, and then it eventually got to the 330s. But it's a good long because it hit all of the criteria: low float, high volume, $0.5 break. It's on earnings. But then equally, it's also a good short. So once the momentum dies, you've got to realize that this is a pattern that generally fails consistently. Like Dries, Tops, DCIX, SEAS, all of these patterns, they're notorious for having downward charts where the companies sell shares and are frauds. Like you can't even see the bounces, it's so low from the highs. So whenever the stock runs on a stack catalyst, it's a good long. Whenever the momentum kind of fades, it's a brilliant short. So this is a perfect example of a stock that you can play up, playing the stack catalyst in the 250s, 260s, 270s, and then you definitely want to short it on the way down, because when it comes down, you guarantee it's in the threes, but it's going to come down back to the 150s, 160s. So it's 30% on the way up and 100% on the way down. And that's a wrap. I'm starting to feel a little bit drunk and I still need to edit this video, so thank you so much. Please buy the guide if it's any testament to the 200 plus videos that I've created for you guys to help teach you. Please, like, if you can give anything back, buy the fucking short selling guide to help me out, because I'm looking to trade full time, start my own business on YouTube and through trading, and I'm kind of nearly there, but I need the last little push. Other than that, if you do buy it, I will be one-to-one with you. I'm keen to make friends with new traders. Like my best friends now, like I don't have friends because I'm such a trading degenerate. My friends are all traders and they're all online people I've met. So I'm keen to meet more, and I hope I do. And I want to say, live the dream, we will not fail.